Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Lulu, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Lulu's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give while we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a 6-foot training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. And the correction that we give is a tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Lulu has been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we will be sure to show you how to properly put that collar on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Now, as you can see, Lulu is sitting very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, which is where all of our obedience training takes place. The first command that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Lulu take off doing that now, and the command that you're going to give is Lulu heel, and you're going to simply start walking, and then Lulu should fall in line, heeling appropriately on your left-hand side there, keeping pace with you whether you're walking at a faster pace or a slower pace. She should not be lagging behind on that leash, nor should she be lunging ahead and pulling on that leash. Also incorporated into our heeling exercise is an automatic sit, which you will see frequently throughout this video here. And there's an example right there. So anytime that you are out walking with her and you stop, she should sit nicely. The next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the stay command, and it is a hand and a voice command. You're going to use the open flat of your left palm an inch or so in front of her muzzle and the one-word command to stay. You're then going to walk out to the end of your training leash. Now Lulu should remain seated and should not break from this position. This is a great command to practice throughout your day, often to help build up her ability to sit and stay for longer periods of time. When practicing at home, you want to have Lulu sit stay for 1 minute, and you'll increase your intervals over time, working up to a total of 3 minutes for your long sit stay. When Fred returns back, he's going to walk all the way around, behind, counterclockwise, returning back to heel position so that Lulu is directly on his left-hand side once again. And now they're going to run through their heel sit and stay for you again. Automatic sit. Fred stops and she sits. These are in a stay, out to the end of the leash. The stay, open flat of your palm in front of her muzzle, the command to stay. Now they're going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command, and the command you'll give for this is Lulu come.
Lulu, come. Good girl.
She should then come in and sit directly in front of you. Good girl. And then you heel her around the back of you, returning her to your left-hand side where she's going to sit nicely. Very good. We'll demonstrate that again. Leave her in a sit stay, out to the end of the leash. Give her a moment to hold the sit stay. And then give the command, Lulu, come. Gather her leash as she comes in there. There you go. Make sure she sits nicely. And then heel around the back of you. Back to your left-hand side. Sitting nicely. Good girl. It's very important then when you're working Lulu through her commands that you keep her motivated and let her know she's doing a good job by using lots of positive reinforcement. You can either verbally praise her and tell her she's a good girl and doing a good job, or you can physically praise her by giving her little pets here and there. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate for you is the first of our down commands, and it's the down from a heel position. Again, use the open flat of your left palm, but this time straight down towards the ground in a one-word command to down. Then give the stay command and walk out to the end of your leash. And same with the down stay, she should remain laying down in this position and should not break. And you want to make sure that you're practicing this command often throughout your day to help build up her ability to down stay for longer periods of time. And with the down stay, you start at 3 minutes and you increase your intervals, working up to a total of 5 minutes for your long down stay. We also recommend that when Lulu first comes home, you want to make sure that in the first couple of weeks you're setting aside about 10 to 15 minutes every day to work her through her commands in a formal training session such as this video here. It's great practice for the both of you to get a feel of working her through her commands, and it will help great with the transition back into home and her new rules. So Fred leaves her another down stay out to the end of the leash. We'll give her a moment to hold that, and then they're going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command from the down position for you this time. She gets up, comes on in, sits nicely. Good girl. Now this next command that they're going to set up for it is the second of our down commands, and it's the down from a distance. Leave Lulu in a sit stay, walk out to the end of your leash, and from the end of the leash, use your right hand to give her the down command. Such a good girl. Now what Fred and Lulu are about to demonstrate for you is a small sample of our advanced off-leash training. Now she's going, she's gonna halfway sitting down. But either way, this is something that if you're very diligent with her training, you will be able to work up to this in the future. This is something that we don't recommend that you try at first. You want to make sure that she is obeying you all the time and completing all of her commands with you. And so Fred just healed her out of that, and he left her in another sit stay. And all he did was drop the leash and advance his distance between him and Lulu. Let's put her in a down. She wasn't sure that last time if she wanted to sit or lay down, so she stayed in between. So we've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Lulu has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Lulu. We thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.